Welcome to today's special episode, where we're going to explore something that might be sitting in your kitchen right now, a simple jar of honey. Maybe you've been using it in your tea, drizzling it over toast, or adding it to your morning oatmeal, thinking it's one of the healthiest natural sweeteners available. And you'd be right, to an extent. But there's something remarkable about honey that most people don't realize. Its healing properties can either be enhanced or diminished depending on what you pair it with. Did you know that honey is the only food on earth that never spoils? Archaeologists have discovered honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that remained perfectly edible after 3,000 years. That's because honey contains natural enzymes, antioxidants, and antimicrobial compounds that preserve it through millennia. It's more than just a sweetener, it's one of nature's most powerful healing foods. Raw honey contains amino acids, trace minerals like iron and zinc, and natural sugars that your body can absorb immediately without complex digestion. This means honey provides quick, clean energy without the crash that comes from processed sugar. But here's the part that might surprise you: when paired with certain foods, honey can lose its beneficial properties, or worse, it can create reactions in your body that increase inflammation, disrupt digestion, and even contribute to more serious health concerns over time. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to these interactions. Our digestive systems naturally slow down, our nutrient absorption changes, and inflammation becomes a greater concern. That's why understanding how to use honey properly becomes even more important in our golden years. Today, I'll share with you 3 combinations with honey that you should absolutely avoid, and 3 healing pairings that can support your health, ease discomfort, and perhaps even help with some of the common challenges we face as we grow older. Now, before we jump in, I'd love to know, where are you tuning in from? Comment below and share your city. I always enjoy hearing from you. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tips like these. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming up next. Honey and soy products, a problematic pairing. Honey and soy products are a little like that. On their own, they're both healthy, nourishing foods. But when you mix them together, say, you add honey to your soy milk or drizzle it over tofu, something quiet and not so friendly starts happening inside your body. Here's why: honey naturally contains gentle acids. These are part of what makes honey such a powerful healing food. On the other side, soy products like tofu and soy milk are packed with plant-based proteins. Now, when those proteins meet the acids in honey, they react in a way that causes the proteins to clump together. Imagine it like tiny balls forming in your stomach, making the soy harder to digest. Instead of getting all the nutrition you hoped for, your body struggles, feeling heavy, slow, and sometimes even bloated. Mixing honey and soy can quietly put even more strain on the system, making it harder to absorb the very nutrients we need to stay energized and sharp. In traditional food wisdom, foods are believed to carry certain energies. Soy is cooling and calming, honey is warming and energizing. When eaten together, it's like telling your stomach to go 2 directions at once, slow down and speed up at the same time. No wonder the body feels confused. You might not notice anything dramatic right away, but over time, repeated stress like this can quietly wear down your digestion, your energy, and your body's natural balance. That's why it's better to enjoy soy and honey separately, each in their own beautiful way. Soy in your savory dishes, and honey saved for your tea, your toast, or your favorite warm drink. Honey with tannin-rich foods, the hidden interaction. There's something deeply comforting about a warm cup of tea with honey, isn't there? For many of us, it's a daily ritual, something warm, soothing, and natural that feels like we're doing something good for ourselves. But what if I told you that this common combination might be undermining some of the very benefits you're hoping to gain? The issue lies in compounds called tannins. Tannins are natural substances found in many foods and drinks, but they're especially concentrated in black tea, green tea, and unripe persimmons. They're responsible for that slightly dry, bitter taste you notice when tea is brewed too strong or when fruit isn't quite ripe. These tannins, while offering certain antioxidant properties of their own, have a peculiar interaction with minerals, particularly iron, which is found in raw honey in small but significant amounts. When tannins and iron meet in your digestive system, they bind together to form compounds that your body simply cannot absorb. Instead of benefiting from the energy and immune support that honey naturally provides, your body ends up eliminating those nutrients unused. This might not seem concerning at first glance, but it becomes more important as we age. As the years pass, our bodies naturally absorb less iron and other minerals. Without sufficient iron, our blood struggles to carry oxygen efficiently throughout our body. That's when fatigue sets in, that tired, foggy feeling, or finding yourself short of breath after activities that used to be easy. If you've been faithfully adding honey to your tea, especially black or green tea, yet still experience low energy, the answer might be in your cup. There's another consideration here as well. Honey contains delicate nutrients, enzymes, and natural compounds that support digestion and boost immunity. When honey is stirred into boiling hot tea, especially right after it's been poured, the high heat can destroy these valuable elements. Experts suggest using water that's warm, not hot, ideally between 130 to 160 degrees Fahrenheit, to preserve the nutrients in honey and make them available for your body to use. This doesn't mean you need to give up your tea ritual altogether. Instead, consider making a small adjustment. Wait until your tea has cooled slightly before adding honey, or perhaps enjoy your tea and honey at different times of day. These simple changes can help you enjoy the benefits of both without compromising your comfort or nutrition. Honey and onion, popular remedy with hidden risks. In recent years, you may have noticed a trend circulating on health websites and social media, mixing honey with onions as a natural remedy. It's often promoted as a homemade solution for colds, coughs, or even high blood pressure. The idea seems reasonable at first glance. Both ingredients have recognized health benefits. Honey is antibacterial and soothing, while onions help reduce inflammation and support heart health. But when these two powerful foods meet, they can create unexpected reactions that might do more harm than good. Onions contain compounds called allyl sulfides, which give them their distinctive sharp smell and taste. These compounds are volatile. They easily release gas when they interact with other elements, especially in the warm environment of your stomach. When mixed with honey and consumed, particularly on an empty stomach, these sulfides can ferment or react in ways that significantly increase gas production in your digestive tract. For many people, especially those with sensitive digestion, this leads to uncomfortable bloating, excessive burping, and a heavy, full sensation that can last for hours. The reaction isn't always immediate, and not everyone experiences it the same way, but it occurs more frequently than most people realize. There's another concern that's rarely discussed: the potential impact on eye health. While scientific research on this specific interaction is still limited, traditional medicine sources and anecdotal evidence suggest that frequent consumption of raw onion and honey together may cause strain or irritation to the eyes. Some people report mild vision discomfort or dryness after consuming this combination regularly. For seniors already managing age-related vision changes, this is worth considering. It's also important to remember that many home remedies shared online aren't always backed by comprehensive understanding. While fermenting onions in honey might look appealing as a natural approach, it's not a universal solution and certainly not appropriate for everyone. Your body's response is its way of communicating with you. That discomfort after trying something new isn't random, it's valuable feedback about what your unique system needs or doesn't need. Honey and warm milk, a natural sleep solution. Do you remember being offered warm milk before bed as a child? There's a reason this tradition has endured through generations. It wasn't just about creating a comforting ritual, there was wisdom in this simple practice. When you add honey to warm milk, you create something truly special, a natural sleep aid that works in harmony with your body's own chemistry. As we get older, sleep doesn't always come as easily. You might fall asleep fine, but then find yourself wide awake at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling. Or maybe your body feels tired, but your mind keeps wandering, making it hard to drift off. Poor sleep isn't just frustrating, it touches every part of your life. It affects your memory, your heart, your energy, even your emotions. That's why finding small, natural ways to support sleep is one of the most loving things you can do for yourself. Here's where milk and honey work together beautifully. Milk has something called tryptophan, which your body uses to make serotonin, the chemical that lifts your mood and helps create melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to sleep. But tryptophan doesn't always get into the brain easily on its own. That's where honey helps. The natural sugars in honey cause a small insulin response, which gently helps tryptophan cross into the brain and do its job. This not only makes it easier to fall asleep, but it also helps keep your blood sugar steady through the night, so you're less likely to wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning. I recommend preparing this remedy about 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime. Use warm milk, not hot. Heating it too much can destroy some of its beneficial proteins. Add the honey after heating, stirring gently until dissolved. Some people find that adding a tiny pinch of nutmeg enhances the sleep-inducing effects even further. Then, instead of rushing through it, make it part of a deliberate unwinding ritual. Turn down the lights, perhaps sit in your favorite chair, and sip slowly, allowing the warmth to spread through your body. Many older adults I've spoken with have found that this simple remedy not only helps them fall asleep more quickly but also improves the quality of their sleep throughout the night. Honey and cinnamon, circulation and inflammation support. There's something special about cinnamon that goes far beyond its familiar aroma and taste. When you combine cinnamon with honey, you create a powerful duo that addresses some of the most common health challenges we face as we grow older. As the years pass, many of us notice changes in our circulation. Perhaps your hands and feet feel cold even in mild weather. Maybe you experience tingling or numbness in your extremities when sitting or standing for too long. These sensations are often related to reduced blood flow, which becomes more common with age. Cinnamon contains a compound called cinnamaldehyde that helps relax blood vessels and improve circulation throughout your body. This not only warms cold extremities but supports overall cardiovascular health by helping regulate blood pressure and improving blood flow. When you add honey to this equation, something remarkable happens. Honey contains its own natural anti-inflammatory compounds that work synergistically with cinnamon. Together, they help reduce inflammation in the arteries, soothe joint discomfort, and support overall cardiovascular health in ways that neither can accomplish alone. Many people report feeling a gentle warming sensation spreading through their body after consuming this combination. That's improved circulation at work. Blood sugar management becomes increasingly important as we age. Cinnamon has been studied for its ability to help regulate glucose levels, while the natural sugars in honey are absorbed more slowly when paired with cinnamon's compounds. This prevents the sudden spikes and crashes in blood sugar that can leave you feeling tired, irritable, or craving more sweets. Instead, you experience steady, sustained energy that carries you through your day. There's also emerging research suggesting that cinnamon may support brain function. Combined with honey's antioxidants, this pairing might help maintain memory, focus, and cognitive clarity, concerns that naturally grow more important to us with each passing year. Many people who incorporate this combination into their daily routine report feeling mentally sharper and more alert. Creating this healing combination is simple. You can stir half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon into a cup of warm water or herbal tea. Remember to avoid black tea, which contains those tannins we discussed earlier. Once the liquid has cooled slightly to about 140 degrees Fahrenheit, add a teaspoon of raw honey and stir gently. Sip this mixture in the morning to start your day with natural warmth and balance, or in the afternoon when energy typically begins to wane. Honey and radish, respiratory relief and immune support. Sometimes the most powerful healing combinations come from ingredients we might overlook. Take the humble radish, for example. You might think of it simply as a crisp, peppery addition to salads, a bit too sharp for some tastes. But when paired with honey, something truly remarkable happens. The sharpness softens, the flavors balance, and together they create a natural remedy that supports respiratory health, clears congestion, and strengthens your immune system. Have you ever experienced a persistent cough that just wouldn't seem to go away? One that left your throat sore, your chest heavy, and your nights disrupted by coughing fits? For many older adults, even a mild cold can turn into weeks of respiratory discomfort. Over-the-counter medications might provide temporary relief, but they often come with unwanted side effects like drowsiness, dry mouth, or interactions with other medications you might be taking. This is where the honey and radish combination truly shines. Radishes, especially white radish, also known as daikon, contain compounds that help break down mucus and clear the respiratory tract naturally. They contain natural substances called raphaene and isothiocyanates, which have antibacterial properties that help fight infections while reducing inflammation in the airways. These compounds help thin mucus, making it easier to clear from your lungs and throat without the harsh coughing that can leave you exhausted. Honey works alongside these compounds by coating the throat with a protective layer that soothes irritation. Its natural enzymes reduce inflammation and offer gentle antibacterial effects that complement the radish's properties. The result is a remarkably effective remedy that addresses both the symptoms and some of the underlying causes of respiratory distress. This combination becomes particularly valuable during the colder months when the air is dry, indoor heating systems further reduce humidity, and respiratory viruses seem to spread more easily. Many older adults find this season especially challenging for maintaining respiratory comfort and immune strength. Preparing this remedy is surprisingly simple. Thinly slice fresh radish. White radish works best, but red radishes will also work, and place the slices in a clean jar. Pour raw, unfiltered honey over the radish slices until they're completely covered. Let this mixture sit for several hours or overnight, during which time the radish will release its beneficial compounds into the honey, creating a kind of natural syrup. Take 1 or 2 teaspoons of this mixture as needed throughout the day to soothe a dry cough, reduce throat irritation, and support your body's natural defenses. Beyond its respiratory benefits, this combination offers additional advantages. Radish is packed with vitamin C, which supports white blood cell activity and overall immunity, particularly important as our immune systems naturally become less robust with age. The fiber in radish also supports digestive health, making this a truly multi-benefit remedy. What makes this approach so valuable is its gentleness. Unlike many commercial preparations, there are no harsh chemicals, no concerning side effects, and no worries about drug interactions, just 2 natural ingredients working together in harmony with your body's own healing processes. It represents the kind of wisdom that comes from generations of observation and care, the kind that recognizes that sometimes the most effective solutions are also the simplest ones. As we come to the end of our journey together exploring honey's healing potential, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've discovered. Honey truly is one of nature's most remarkable gifts, a food that has nourished and healed humanity for thousands of years. But as with all powerful tools, its benefits come from using it wisely and understanding its relationships with other foods. We've explored 3 combinations to avoid with honey: soy products that can create digestive stress and block nutrient absorption, tannin-rich foods like black and green tea that prevent mineral absorption and may cause bloating, and onion, which despite its popularity as a folk remedy, can cause gas, indigestion, and potentially disrupt honey's beneficial compounds. More importantly, we've discovered 3 powerful healing combinations: warm milk and honey, a natural sleep aid that helps tryptophan cross into the brain to produce serotonin and melatonin; cinnamon and honey, a warming blend that improves circulation, reduces inflammation, and helps manage blood sugar; and radish with honey, a gentle yet effective remedy for respiratory concerns and immune support. I hope you'll take these insights and make them your own, perhaps trying the honey and cinnamon combination tomorrow morning, or preparing the radish remedy the next time you feel a throat tickle coming on. And if you find something that works particularly well for you, consider sharing it with someone you care about. Sometimes the greatest gifts we can give are the small bits of wisdom that help others feel better, stronger, or more comfortable in their daily lives. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Until we meet again, take good care of yourself. Rest well, eat mindfully, and remember that even in your golden years, especially in your golden years, you deserve to feel your very best.